Hello and welcome to our next mindfulness moment. We come together to focus today on an area of taking care of yourself, of self advocacy and self compassion. So, as we begin our mindfulness experience today, focusing on these ideas, let's consider what it means to take care of oneself. We could have a long, long discussion about that, but just briefly, what does that mean? Taking care of our whole self requires us to focus on our physical, our mental, emotional, and spiritual health or well being. It's essential as a first step to acknowledge these needs and to recognize that we all have needs in each of these areas and to try to satisfy them. So, for today, during our time together, we're going to think about aspects of mental, emotional, and spiritual well being. And even that is a category or a couple categories that we could spend a lot of time on. But in our in our short time together, we're going to think about how we can help ourselves in these areas. I will draw on and share some of the practice that I like to use as we look more specifically at narrowing down to practice of mindfulness and self-compassion. So in my personal life, I lean into yoga a lot as a physical asana, physical practice, and as a moving meditation. I'm somebody who likes to be relatively active physically. And so I find that even moving through an asana, through a yoga practice, can help me find that mindfulness, find that self care. So I'm going to draw on and share some of these with you. So let's begin today by making sure that we're really comfortable wherever we're sitting in our home, in our office, wherever you find yourself. Maybe you place a pillow behind your back. I like to do that for supporting my lower back. Maybe you place both your feet on the floor. Maybe you have one leg crossed. Maybe you're actually laying down on a couch or on your bed. Wherever you find yourself, just notice how your body feels. Maybe you have a cranky knee. Maybe you have a little bit of a headache today. Or maybe your stomach is bothering you. Maybe you feel great. Maybe you had a headache yesterday and it's gone today. Just notice these things. No judgment, no self-criticism, no annoyance with yourself or your situation. Just try and observe it, acknowledge it, and then really settle in. Get comfy. Make yourself at home in yourself. Even your aches and pains are part of that home of self. And then think about the room you find yourself in. Make yourself at home there. What is it about that space in which you're finding yourself that makes you feel comfortable or safe? And then think beyond the room you find yourself in. If you're in your home, what's beyond the walls of the room you're in? How does that space make you feel? And then think beyond the room that you're in. Think about the larger community, maybe the neighborhood, maybe the apartment building, and make yourself at home there. You belong there. And now come back to yourself. Welcome yourself back without judgment. Welcome home. Be comfy, be cozy, be relaxed and at ease and at peace there. Do you feel that comfort, that level of peace? Do those feelings of comfort and peace bring you joy? Do they make you feel grateful? Do they help you to feel grateful? Creating this safe feeling is a form of advocacy, a form of taking care of yourself, knowing that you have this retreat anytime that you want it. Stepping into yourself gives you a quiet place, a safe place. This act of kindness and self-compassion is so important in your world. While looking inward, however, sometimes emotions arise that can agitate us or annoy us, make us feel sad, or maybe make us feel happy. That would be great, right? This is where self-compassion comes into play. Notice your world, but work to find a way to forgive yourself, to calm yourself. Acknowledging your humanity is a gift to self. Be as kind to yourself as you would be to a child or to a dear friend, somebody who's going through a tough time. Treat yourself as well as you treat others. Finding compassion for yourself is healing. It's a great salve for things that might be bothering you, causing you anxiety, causing you sadness. With some deep breaths, feel that kindness in your heart. So placing your hands over your heart, let's take in a deep breath together and exhale. Inhaling all the love and joy in your life, and exhale that which is no longer serving you. Maybe close your eyes for a moment here if you're comfortable with that. Continue those breaths of joy and exhalations of emotions, feelings, frustrations that are not really serving to help you in any way. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. As you move through these breaths, I want to bring these ideas together that we've spoken of today by sharing a poem with you by a man named Zach Beach. The poem is called Take Shape. What inside of you is waiting to take shape? How will your silhouette against the sky change once your wings are fully spread? What purpose of yours has remained lurking in the shadows, waiting for an opening, waiting for an open invitation? Only you can live your life. Only you must live your life. Only you must meet this frontier of the future with a courage in spite of loneliness. The story on the blank page of today is slowly becoming visible before it remains forever unchanged. What would you wish for it to say? Life has sprung from bare earth, this universe from emptiness. Both took their time. Give permission for a whispered revelation to unfold before you and walk into it with a hunger and a knowing. I wish for this for each of you today as we close out our practice of mindfulness. Thank you so much for joining us.